Starting with section 3, number 41. Terry picked 92 mangoes on Monday, which was 14 less than what he picked on Tuesday. On Wednesday, he picked twice the number of mangoes than he did on Tuesday. From the total quantity of mangoes, he shared them between Steve and Roger, so that Steve received 120 mangoes more than Roger. Calculate the number of mangoes Roger received. Good. So we have a lot of information from this question here, so let's extract. We know now on Monday he picked 92 mangoes. On Tuesday he picked 14 more than Monday, because it said Terry picked 92 mangoes on Monday, which was 14 less. So if Monday was 14 less than on Tuesday, therefore Tuesday is 14 more than Monday. So therefore, to calculate Tuesday's amount, you take 92 plus the 14 and you'll get 106. On Wednesday, he picked twice the number of mangoes that he did on Tuesday. So to calculate Wednesday's amount now, Wednesday it is twice Tuesday's figure, so therefore it is 106 multiplied by 2, which is equal to 212. They said now, from the total quantity of mangoes he picked, he divided it. Do we know the total amount of quantity, the total quantity of mangoes he sold? No, but we could calculate it because we have Monday, we have Tuesday, and we have Wednesday's figure. So to calculate the total, it is equal to Monday's figure, which is 92, plus Tuesday, which is 106, plus Wednesday, which is 212. And your total for the 3 days will be 410. So you know now, after the 3 days of selling, he sold it, well, he picked, sorry, not sold, but he picked 410. The total here now, he shared them between Steve and Roger. So therefore, and he gave Steve 120 more. So the operation we need to use here is unequal sharing. So, you know, Roger received some amount which is unknown, and Steve received the amount Roger got, which is the unknown amount, plus 120 extra. So, you know now, when you add Roger amount plus Steve's amount, you're supposed to get a total of 410, which is the total. So this here represents Roger, and this here represents Steve. And you know, when you add the amount Roger has to the amount Steve got, you're supposed to get 410. So you want to calculate now, calculate the number of mangoes Roger received. So you're adding now the like terms. So x plus x is 2x is equal to 410, and you're carrying across this 120 on this side here now, so it is take away 120. So therefore 2x is equal to 290. And to find out what x is, it is 290 divided by 2, which is equal to 145. Roger now they wanted to calculate the number of mangoes Roger received. Roger is represented by x, and x we know is the figure 145. So Roger is equal to 145. The marks are awarded such that 1 mark for calculating the total, 2 marks for calculating Roger, and 1 mark for calculating Wednesday. Number 42. Kelsey bought 45 cherries, 40 plums, and 20 pears. She received a discount of 25% of the total price. Calculate the amount of money she paid for the fruits after the discount. So, she bought. So cherries now are sold 3 for $2.40. So we need to calculate the amount she paid for cherries, the amount she paid for plums, and the amount she paid for pears. And you need to calculate the total first. So let's start with cherries. Cherries, it is sold at 3 cherries is equal to $2.40. So 1 cherry is equal to 240 divided by 3, which is equal to 80 cents. So 1 cherry is equal to 80 cents. Kelsey bought 45 cherries. So 45 cherries is equal to 45 multiply by the cost for one, which is 80 cents, and I will get an answer of $36. So a total of $36 was paid in cherries. 40 plums. So plums, 2 plums is equal to $2. So 1 plum will cost $2 divided by 2, which is equal to $1. She bought 40 plums in total. So 40 plums is equal to 40 multiplied by $1, which is equal to $40. Now we have 20 pears. We have pears, which is equal to 2 pears is equal to $3. So for 1 pear, it is equal to $3 divided by 2, which is equal to $1.50. She bought 20 pears, so 20 pears is equal to 20 multiplied by 150, which is equal to $30. So now she spent a total of $36 in cherries, total of $40 in plums, and a total of $30 in pears. To calculate the total spent before the discount, it is equal to the $36, which is the amount spent in cherries, plus $40, which is the amount that's spent on plums, and the $30, the amount spent on pears, and you will get a total of $106. That's the total spent before the discount. She received a discount of 25%, so therefore we need to calculate the discount amount, because we know it as a percentage but we don't know it in money, so therefore we need to calculate the amount of money. It's 25%, so since it's a percent, you need to put it over 100 and multiply by the total amount here, which is 106 over 1. So 25% multiplied by 106, you will get $26.50 discount. So to calculate the amount after the discount, it is equal to the 106, which was the total before the discount, take away the discount amount, and it will end up with $79.50. So the answer is $79.50. The marks will be awarded as 4 marks, so you'll get 1 mark for the correct answer, 1 mark for the discount amount, 1 mark for calculating the total here, and you'll get 1 mark if you have any 2 of these correct. Right? Number 43. The square ABCD is divided into 4 equal triangles. The area of the shaded triangle is 36 centimeters squared. Calculate the length of one side of the square ABC. So you know now it is divided into quarters. And the area of 1/4, because 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, it was divided equally. So 1/4. And the area of one of the quarters that was shaded is equal to 36 centimeters squared. So 1/4 is equal to 36 centimeters squared. So to calculate the total area, it is equal to 36 cm squared over 1 multiplied by the reciprocal of the fraction, which is 4 over 1. And therefore you'll get an area of 144 centimeters squared. To calculate the length of one side, it is equal to the square root of the area, which is equal to the square root of 144 cm squared, which is equal to 12 cm. 2 marks is finding the whole, 2 marks are getting the correct answer. So, number 44. The sequence is formed by shading a number of squares. The area of one of the square forming the grid is 4 centimeters squared. Complete the 5th pattern in the sequence and find its perimeter of the grid below. Good. So we need to first figure out the sequence. When we shade the sequence on the 5th one here, we need to also calculate the perimeter of that sequence. We know the area of one of the square is 4 centimeters squared. So first let's figure out the sequence. So it is 1 multiplied by 1 is equal to 1. 1 multiplied by 2 is equal to 2. 2 multiplied by 2 is equal to 4. 4 multiplied by 2 is equal to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 8 multiplied by 2 is equal to 16. So apparently what we did here is the answer from before you multiply by 2. The answer I get from before you multiply by 2. The answer I got from before you multiply by 2. The answer I got from before you multiply by 2. So therefore we need to shade 16 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 blocks that tell you to calculate the perimeter. But we know the area of one of these squares. So to calculate now the area of the perimeter of one of these squares, you need to calculate the length of one side of the square. So to calculate now one side of square, it is equal to the square root of the area, which is equal to the square root of 4 cm squared, which is equal to 2 cm. So you know now one side here is 2 cm. To calculate the perimeter is the distance around, so therefore you count how many sides. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 sides. So 20 sides multiplied by the length of one side, which is 2 cm. Therefore you'll get 40 cm. So the answer is 40 centimeters. Marks are awarded. You'll get 1 mark for figuring out the pattern, the sequence, 1 mark for completing the sequence, 1 mark for calculating the length of one side, and 1 mark for getting the correct perimeter. The pictograph shows the number of points scored by 4 pupils in a basketball game. Alright, you know the key represents that. The mean number of points scored by the 4 pupils is 15. Complete the pictograph to show the number of points Joey scored. So anytime you need to find the unknown, you need to always find the total. So let's find the total first. So you know the mean of the mean number of points scored by 4 pupils is 15. So the mean is 15. There's 4 pupils. So you want to calculate the total. So total points is equal to the mean multiplied by the number of numbers, which is 4. So 15 multiplied by 4, which is equal to 60 points. So that is the total number of points scored here will be 60. You want to calculate the total existent points, so the total points represented here. So you want to calculate the total points excluding Joey's amount. So therefore you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 multiplied by the amount that 1 represents, which is 5 points. So 9 5s, 45 points. So what is shown on the pictograph right now is 45 points. To calculate how much Joey is, you take from the total, which is 60, you're taking out the amount that is shown, which is 45. And therefore it will be 15 points. So therefore Joey scored 15 points. They say to complete the pictograph to show this. So therefore 15 divided by the amount of points that one ball represents, which is 5. So therefore it is 3 of the ball. So therefore you need to complete the graphic, the pictograph, and draw 3 of the graphic representation here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The marks are awarded. 1 mark for calculating total, 1 mark for calculating total shown, 1 mark for calculating the points that Joey scored, and 1 mark for completing the pictograph. And that is the end of section 3.